When we look at today's passage, we also see how Matthew notes that Jesus' healing was instant and immediate. Unlike medicines or even surgeries, Jesus' power to heal was immediate. Verse 3 says, "And immediately his leprosy was cleansed." And verse 13, "And the servant was healed at that very moment." And for Peter's mother-in-law in verse 15, he touched her hand and the fever left her, and she rose and began to serve him. When some people study the Gospels, which show many Jesus healings, they think he's some kind of wonder doctor. Indeed, once I studied several passages with a young man, and then I asked him, "So, who do you think Jesus is?" And the student said, "A doctor." But when Matthew saw these events, he saw that Jesus was the Messiah, the Son of God. He realized it fulfilled what was spoken through the prophet Isaiah in one of the greatest messianic passages of Scripture, Isaiah 53. He took up our infirmities and bore our diseases. Another translation of this verse is, "He himself took our infirmities and carried away our diseases." Sin is the root of all kinds of diseases, especially those that are chronic and may even seem to be lifelong. In showing his authority over sicknesses, ultimately Jesus showed that he has power over sin and death as well. In the previous chapters on the Sermon on the Mount, he had talked about his kingdom. Now he was showing he had power and authority to make his kingdom a reality. His victorious, redeeming work dealt with sin in such a devastating way that ultimately all sickness and diseases will be carried away forever. May God bless us to believe in his authority and happily submit to his authority while we wait the coming kingdom.